You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the August 12th meeting for the Michigan City Board of Zoning Appeals. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good evening, everyone. Let's call to order the Michigan City Board of Zoning and Appeals. The date is Tuesday, August 12th, 2025. The time is 6 p.m. And Ms. Edwards, could we start with the roll call, please?
Ricky Jackson,
Yes.
Fred Klinder,
Here.
Kathy Stransky,
Here.
Deborah Vance,
Here.
and Brian Gross.
Here. Thank you. If everyone would stand and join me with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next on our agenda is the approval of minutes from our July 8th meeting. Board members, if everyone's had a chance to look them over. Is there any corrections, any discussion, or is there a motion?
I make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
I have a motion by Kathy Stransky.
I second it.
I have a second by Deborah Vance. If you would run the tally, please.
Of course, Ricky Jackson,
Yes.
Fred Klinder,
Yes.
Kathy Stransky,
Yes.
Deborah Vance,
Yes.
and Brian Gross.
Yes.
Very good. Next on the agenda is our only petition tonight. Ms. Edwards, could you do us the honors?
Yes, sir. Petition number B-101-25, Big Red LLC and Crew Car Wash. At the top of your packets, you will see a electronic request from Attorney Willoughby, who is requesting a continuation for this petition to our September hearing.
Mr. Willoughby, do you have anything to add for this continuance or?
Yes, sir. Christopher Willoughby, Brady Nelson and Janes here on behalf of the petitioners. Dr. Edwards indicated, apologize for the day of request. I was just retained in this matter. I also know there's some updates to the packet, and after consultation with client, they tend to try to do things thorough and ordered, and important in this case to make sure that you have all the information necessary to make an informed decision. So even though it's not taken lightly, and certainly hate the perception of wasting any of your time, but in the best interest of having this petition be fully prepared thoroughly so that you have, again, all the information we feel is necessary to address what we think are some lingering questions and assist in helping you make a fully informed decision. Respectfully request to continue this public hearing, recognizing the service and publication of notice and continue to the September meeting.
Very good. Thank you. Board members? Is there a motion or discussion?
Make a motion that we continue this petition B-101-25 until the meeting of September.
Let's get the date so we can get it on record.
Yeah, I don't know what the date is. Sorry.
I believe it's September 9th.
September 9th?
It's
Okay.
Park Day.
September 9th.
So we have a motion by Mr. Fred Klinder about September 9th for continuance.
I second it.
Seconded by Deborah Vance. And if you'd call the tally, please.
Ricky Jackson,
Yes.
Fred Klinder,
Yes.
Kathy Stransky,
Yes.
Deborah Vance,
Yes.
and Brian Gross.
Yes.
You're welcome. Next on the agenda is old business. Do we have any old business?
As you can see, we have no old business nor new business.
No old business, no new business. Public comments. I'll call public comment. I'm asking that if it's going to be public comment about the petition that we just continued, to please hold off until the next about that petition. Otherwise, any BZA business is welcome.
Thank you, Mr. President. Scott Melland, 200 Kenwood Place. I did have other matters to bring up, but respectfully, I would still like to voice my opinion about the matter that was continued. This was an advertised public hearing, and there are some members of the public here. I think it would be fair to hear what we had to say. That said, one of the things that you're allowed to do when you grant variances is there's a 12-month period after that where people are supposed to comply or get building permits. Approximately a year ago, this board granted a variance for another car wash on Franklin Street. And I'm just wondering where we are, where their status is within that 12-month time frame to pull permits. I don't know if they're in front of the planning department or not. We've had other zoning appeals granted with conditions, because one of the things your board is allowed to do is to place conditions on variances when you grant variances. We've asked for people to add parking spaces for a couple. There have been 2 residential units that have asked for a third unit to be added in each respective case in the last year. In both cases, this board required that they have extra parking on site made available. In driving by those places, I'll let you look at the record what they are. I have not seen that requirement being met. One may still be under construction, but one has completed their additional third unit, and I've not seen the required additional parking places. So what is the follow-up to our BZA approvals when we grant a variance? According to the rules, as I read them, there's a 12-month window where people have to take action. And I would also, in regards to the matter we're not speaking of, remind this board that they can add, I'm missing a word, but commitments and conditions, section 2812. If you're going to grant a variance to a special use, if they could build it by right, they wouldn't have to come in front of you. But if we're going to grant them a favor, we can ask for something. You have to give to get. We just had a meeting yesterday in the EOC about sustainability and adding sustainability to buildings and commercial buildings. A car wash in particular would be a fairly high user of energy, water, energy to heat the water, electricity for the blowers and lights, etc. This would be a good place where Michigan City can make a statement, if we chose to grant this variance, that they use latest standards of energy efficiency, maybe go for a LEED or similar certification in their commercial construction. I would just like to bring that to your renewed attention to this board as this matter comes before you next month. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, this is Tommy Klovic from 1316 Ohio Street. I'd still like to talk about this petition anyways. Just a few questions. I know you don't do question and answer, but I'd like for you to bring up is, as they may have, are they going to purchase this land in the building? Or are they going?
That'll be brought up at the next meeting. So, because we don't know the details. If they're changing and they have different things, the reason they're asking for the continuance is because there's going to be changes. So at this point, we really don't know.
I'm not going to do, I just want to just say brief. If we're going to put another car, we need to do something about, we have a vacant one. The old McLean's Veltomatic car wash circa 1969 there between the Ames Field and the ski outpost. These vacants starting the commercial, I know the residential, but the commercial part, these are a detriment to our community, our society, our health and our safety. You got the old spray washer at Wellness and Woodland Avenue. I think Mr. Zadias owns that. Some the old 1980 Queen Op one. It's really bad. It keeps garbage on the back of it. You know, if we're gonna be putting new car, we need to do something about these old vacant ones that we got. You know, a lot of the cities, they tore those down. Now, Portage had one at the end of the Portage Mall there on Central Avenue like that. They tore it down. To me, that's more reminiscent of all the type and the blight and the urban decay and all the other horrific and frightening and terrifying things that you see when you go over and you drive all the major thoroughfares and the neighborhood streets and up and down the northern blocks of Broadway over in the city of Gary. We don't want it's what it's going to metamorphosize to. Thank you.
I understand. Thank you. Any other public comment? Public comment? Public comment? Public comment is now closed. Mr. Drew, do we have anybody online? No? Okay. Is there any board comments?
I guess I'll make one comment about if the BZA passes a variance for some reason, and that variance is not adhered to, the BZA, and I believe the Plan Commission can actually take it to the county prosecutor to have it enforced or have their permission rescinded.
Any other board comments? Board comments?
Interesting to know.
No other board comments? We're looking for an adjournment. Oh, wait.
Can I make one more comment? The way we find out about that too is people have to let us know or let the planning commissioner know that there is a problem with a variance that's been granted because, you know, we aren't going to be able to necessarily check up on all the properties. Thank you. I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Have a motion by Mr. Gross. Is there a second?
I second it.
Seconded by Ms. Vance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? No? Thank you.